What is up, guys? I am back to do a little mini update on how the first trimester has been so far. I'm also going to show you, look, this is the state of my room right now. This is the state of my office slash baby's room right now. I feel like it's just an organised mess. But I'm also going to give you a little look into what I've packed for hospital, so for my hospital bag and also the baby's hospital bag. I have to say, I went for a nap just before I put my vlogging camera on, so I am definitely tired. I feel like that's going to start the update off very, very nicely. I am very, very tired now. I feel like I'm as tired as I was in the first trimester, and I knew that this was coming. It just feels like it just hit me like a ton of bricks. It was nice having some time off over Christmas. Like I didn't train as much as I normally would. I didn't really work at all. I just chilled out. We did the last little bits that we needed to do before the baby arrives, and yeah, that helped me reset and sort of get things in line before the baby arrives. And one thing that I got in line and all done was the hospital bags, because I hadn't yet packed anything yet. But anyway, update wise, I'm excited, I'm anxious, I'm everything else in between that comes with being an expecting mother. Update wise on my pregnancy, like I just said, I'm tired, definitely more tired than I have been since my first trimester. My second trimester was really nice. My morning sickness kind of stopped. I had more energy, my training was relatively good, and this last trimester I'm starting to really feel it. I think it was from like 33 weeks that I started flagging quite a lot. Just that fatigue just hit me like a ton of bricks. Almost like inflammatory bowel disease fatigue, but then a little bit more. So I'm really, really glad to say that my J pouch has been fabulous. The only thing that I've really struggled with, which I've actually spoken about before, was being constipated, and that's a normal thing within pregnancy anyway. One issue I did have recently, which was in the Christmas holidays, was I had one nighttime leak. That was my first nighttime leak in probably like 2 years, and it wasn't, to be honest, it wasn't much at all. And I put 2 and 2 together with just starting some Gaviscon. So I have escaped heartburn all the way up until this point, and now I've got chronic heartburn. And Christmas holidays, I smashed a lot of Gaviscon heartburn relief, okay? So I thought that it might have been the Gaviscon that caused the nighttime leak, but I've been taking it ever since, and I've had no issues again. So I think that was a complete fluke. Maybe it was something that I ate, because obviously you're eating a bit more food around Christmas time. I don't know what it was. But apart from that little one nighttime leak, I've had no issues, and I feel very, very lucky. And I hope that it stays the same post birth. But we will see, and I will keep monitoring it. I will keep taking my live probiotic that I take every single day. I think I've mentioned about this before, but I take something called Symprove. Not sponsored by them, but I will pop a link in the comments below. Look into it. It's just some live healthy gut bacteria, and I just swear by it. I've been taking it since October 2020, and ever since then I've only had to take antibiotics once, which is really, really good, because before that my pouch was kind of settling in, but it was struggling a little bit with some reoccurring pouchitis, which I couldn't get under control. So training wise, I feel like I'm definitely slower than I was pre-pregnancy. I mean, that's just a given. I feel like my sessions are getting a lot shorter now. I've not got as much vavoom as I normally would. But hey, this baby's taking all my energy whilst he grows, this last final bit. So yeah, I'm just going through the motions. And I mean, to be honest, I'm not expecting anything right now with training. I'm just training more so for my mental health, for my mental well-being. It's always been my outlook. It's always been my sort of therapy. It's a daily habitual habit for me. So it's something that just comes natural to me. And like I had no real expectations of myself when I was pregnant. to train in a certain way. So I'm just enjoying still moving my body. Like, I'm 37 weeks this Saturday. It's Wednesday now. Yeah, I'm 36.5 weeks pregnant. I'm still able to train in the gym, and I'm still able to put a barbell on my back and squat. Like, I feel very, very lucky to be able to do that. Obviously my weights aren't anywhere where they used to be. But if you want to follow some of my workouts, or if you are pregnant right now and you want some like workout sort of ideas or some direction, go over to my Instagram grid, Zoe Fitness or Transform with Zoe. Loads of different little reels on there with like workouts, and also talking a bit about core, so core conditioning whilst you're pregnant as well. So, hospital bag. What have I got in my hospital bag? I have got it all over the floor at the moment. I am currently waving nipple cream belt at you, so I'll stop doing that now. Don't expect anything fancy as I'm showing you this, I guess, what is in my hospital bag video. It's everywhere on the floor, and I can't be asked to go downstairs and do it on like a proper work surface that's fancy as hell, because that's just not my style. You get what you get. You get what you get when you see me, alright guys? You know that already. So I'm going to start off with my hospital bag, and then I will go on to the little man's hospital bag. And I will also post in the comments a link to this list written up. Now, this list is actually been a massive group effort from my followers on Instagram. So if you're watching this now and you added something to this list, then thank you so much. I feel like I now have the ultimate hospital list and go-to list for any mum that's expecting. It's everything you need and more. I feel very organised. I feel less stressed about this now, because it was something that was really stressing me out. I feel like I finally got it under control. Anyway, to start off with, nipple cream. That was hands down probably the biggest response I got. Nipple cream. Now, I am planning to breastfeed. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Not putting the pressure on myself, but those nipples need to be looked after. So I've got myself some nipple cream. Now, maternity bras, I actually got this tip from someone else that I am friends with online. She didn't get any maternity bras as such. Now, I have got maternity bras. I think I've got one sports bra that clips down, and I might invest in like one or more. I don't know yet. But I got these from Primark. I've got one on, so I can't show it to you. But I got a packet of 3. I don't know how much they were. Don't quote me on this. Maybe £5-6, maybe more. Definitely less than a tenner. These are really nice. They are comfortable, and you can pull a boob out whenever you need to. Pop pads. You can pop your maternity pads in those as well. I've kind of sized it up and everything looks good. I am also looking into the suction egg cups that you can wear, so there's no waste when you do have any sort of leak. I think they're called hackers. I don't know. I've probably just murdered how that is pronounced, but I think they're called hackers. I don't know why they're called hackers, but I like to call them little egg suction cups. So I'm looking into getting those as well. I haven't actually invested in any yet, but once I invest in my breast pump and also my suction eggs, I will let you all know what I got, and I'll give you like a quick review on it as well. But there's so many around. It's about finding what works for you. Really funny story. When I was searching through different breast pumps, me and Joel had to measure my nipple. This is the height of our marriage right now. You're just having to get that, just getting the tape measure out and measuring like the width of my nipple to get the correct flange and like suction for the breast pump, because I never knew that was a thing until I watched these YouTube review videos, and they said that sometimes the pump isn't the right size for the nipple, and that's why you can't pump very well. Anyway, if you haven't looked into that already, look into flange sizes for your nipple. Very interesting, especially when you get your partner to measure your nipple for you. So I've got those bras. I don't know why I put everything on the floor. Can't actually bend anymore. I also picked myself up a nightie. Look at this, classy little thing. So I've got a maternity nightie from Mama Lushton. I don't know how they pronounce that. Mama Lushton's? Yeah, I'm guessing that's what they call it. Is that H or an L? So I've got poppers for breastfeeding, and skin-to-skin contact, and obviously I will be wearing a catheter after the C-section, so I'm not going to be able to wear my trousers. But I do have a set of pyjamas there that are really nice and they're high-waisted, so obviously I'm going for a C-section. I don't want anything to be like rubbing or like resting on the C-section, in the C-section scar, or what will be the C-section scar. So that was a top tip from some people on my comment box as well, and just said, look, get some stuff that's very, very loose fitting, especially after a C-section. I've also picked up a maternity top. Well, it's a maternity pyjama top, so I've got two tops to go with those bottoms, but it's just like one like this, and then you can whip a nipple out. Woo! So I've got that one as well. I have got the biggest granny pants in the world. Marks and Spencer's is just the one for granny pants, so I still need to wash them up, but just some classic big pants to go with those massive sanitary towels that I'm going to need post-birth. Charger. If you haven't looked into investing in a long charging lead yet, definitely look into getting one, because I mean, if you spent a lot of time in hospital anyway, you know that hospital beds and like plug sockets are really far away from each other, and Apple sockets are really, really short. So I've invested in a really, really long charger. I'm bringing my own towel, so my own towel with me to the hospital. Hospital towels are not the greatest, and this is nice and soft, and it's going to be nice after I have my first shower post-surgery. Wash bag with everything you need in a wash bag. Don't need to even talk about the wash bag, but one thing a lot of women mentioned was lip balm. Got my lip balm in there, because that is something that have I got it in there? It's somewhere in my bag, lip balm, because obviously it's very, very hot. Oh yeah, my Elizabeth Arden, I love that one. So I've got myself some lip balm, my massive nighttime pads for post C-section, because you still bleed post C-section. Toothpaste, toothbrush, some moisturiser. I've got one of these eye mask thingies, because the lights in hospital just never go off, and you know, I'm hoping to get a little bit of sleep. A wash bag is pretty self-explanatory, like what do you need to have a shower with after, when you go anywhere, like what do you need in your wash bag. What I have brought with me is some toilet wipes, and I will also be bringing my own toilet roll, because hospital toilet roll is like sandpaper. It's not nice. Obviously I'm not giving birth naturally, but with my J pouch I still need to look after it. So yeah, something to maybe look into is maybe get yourself some fragrance-free toilet wipes and take your own toilet roll. Next up, slippers. Obviously I haven't packed these yet because I'm wearing them around the house right now, and I'm going to take some flip-flops with me as well. So that's in my hospital bag, as well as a Polaroid camera, because I want to get some nice little shots of me and the babe and the husband together on the Polaroid. Next up, baby bag. This is going to be a long vlog, I'm so sorry. I will round it up. It will be less than 25 minutes. Probably won't be, but we will try. So I have just got a generic baby changing rucksack from Amazon. There's no designer, there's nothing, you know, fancy about it. It just looked like a really good practical bag. I will link it below in the comments. Again, not sponsored by them. There's actually my Christmas present for my mum. For the baby, I've got some nappy cream. So this came in like a little gift set my mum bought me. This like next baby, sort of baby mum care package. She gave me a few months ago now. And the reviews are really, really good for it. It's only a small little pot. Obviously I'm not going to have to use that much in hospital, because I'm hoping I'm not going to be in there for that long. But I do also have some Sudocrem stocked up, ready to go when he comes home, when this is all finished. So nappy cream. Nappies, I'm bringing 24 nappies with me. I like to overpack for these things. So I've got 24 nappies with me. I can always share some around if any other mums need them. Nappy bags. And obviously wipes. So So that's his bum covered. That is his bum covered. I've also got a little Sealy bag of, what do you call them? Muslins. So a little bag of muslins, hats and scratch mittens. Now my sleep suits I've actually packed have got built-in hand mittens, scratch mittens, but I've got some there just in case, and some little socks. Oh my god, the socks are so adorable, they're so tiny. Here's going home outfit. Obviously have like a little sleep suit underneath this as well, but this was actually the first thing we bought when we found out it was a boy. Obviously not the first outfit that we bought for him. We bought a very neutral colour, but this was when we found out we were going to have a boy. This is what I took home to my mum and my stepdad and got them to open the bag. So that was like our sort of gender reveal. We didn't do any sort of gender reveal sort of party or thing, but we wanted to get a little something for him. That was £32 from White Company. I mean, it's cute and all. £32. God almighty. I couldn't justify spending that again on something just for a baby that's going to be in it for like 2 days and shit and piss on it. Now, I saw this tip on a TikTok or an Instagram reel. Anyway, it changed my life. It made me really, really happy because I love being organised. And what I've done, look at this. So I've got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each one of these bags contains a sleep suit and also a baby grow. So if I open one up, then you'll know exactly what I'm saying. I saw this tip and I was like, this just changed my life. So I've got a little outfit. Look how ditty that is, look how cute it is. And then also a little baby grow to go underneath it. So I've got 5 of these already made up, and then I've also got like 5 more just at the back here on his baby changing unit. So like, you know, hopefully I'm not in there longer than I plan to be, but if I am in longer, then my husband can just grab some and then bring it in. So I've got extras. So I'm very, very happy with how organised I am with this, because I'm not normally organised with packing. And I was speaking to some of my clients the other day and I was like, you'd be so proud of me, like the hospital bags are done. I'm so happy with myself. If you're due to pack your hospital bag, it's a very, very good tip to do. I will of course reuse these bags as well, they're not going to go to waste. But it also makes things a lot easier for when I'm in hospital. Like, let's say that, you know, I'm having a really bad day with pain, and I'm just like, I just need someone else to take control of changing the baby. Then I can just say, look, go into the back of the bag and you'll be able to see bags made up already of a baby grow and a sleep suit. It's all there, it's done, it's just easy. Nappies are in the front, and yeah, I feel so organised from that. I feel very, very happy about that, about this tip that I picked up from the internet. The only thing I didn't show on camera was flip-flops for my bag, a journal that I'm going to get, so I'm going to write a journal whilst I'm in there, my own pillow, so that was another top tip a lot of women said about bringing, and contact lenses, which will obviously I'll have in my eyes, but I'll also pack spares nearer to the time when I get them through, because I've had to change my prescription. My prescription has changed due to my pregnancy, so my eyesight is a little bit worse than it was before, but it can come back post pregnancy. Like, I'm not blind, I can see, but I definitely need to like squint a little bit more when I'm looking out the window, and I shouldn't be doing it, but I'm having to wear my contact lenses in my eyes and also then my glasses on top for like extra sort of vision when I'm driving my car, because at night time I swear lights have got even brighter. I don't know what it is, I think lights have got brighter, maybe I'm just getting older, I don't know what it is. So that is my hospital bags. If anyone found that useful, again, comment below if you've got any more suggestions for me. I will hopefully be doing another YouTube video before I go in for my C-section, talk a little bit about my sort of plan for birth, and, you know, finally be able to share the breast pump I went for, Again, I can't really do a review on that until I actually start using it, but I will keep you up to date with as much as I can. But yeah, everything's going good. This pregnancy has been really, really good, and I'm really happy that my body's actually allowed me to do this. I'm feeling very grateful and excited, very, very nervous, but more excited than anything. And if you lasted this long on this YouTube video, then thank you, and I will see you all very, very soon.